This is a quick look and unboxing of the Jellycone Bluetooth mouse. Now this is a universal mouse, so it works on Android, Windows, Mac and iOS because it can connect over Bluetooth. It's also got a little dongle included. So let's have a look, see what's in the box. There's the mouse. It's relatively compact. So I'll grab the size information and put that on screen, but it's 10.5 centimeters by 6 by about 3.5. It's soft click, so you can hear, if I put that up to the mic, compared to the scroll wheel and the right mouse. Those are really quite quiet click operations. Compared to that DPI change, that's really noisy. Check that out. Underneath, we've got an on and off switch and a Bluetooth pairing switch. Or a button, not a switch. But you also notice that there's a tiny 2.4 gigahertz dongle in here. So that can be used in a PC. They're tiny and branded, so you can see which device it's for. But down at the bottom of that hole down there, it's a little magnet. So when you put that towards it, it's stuck in. That's not coming out. So I think that's a really nice touch. And apparently you can put that in a PC, pair it up with Bluetooth, and then briefly press the Bluetooth button to switch between the two devices. I think that's a really neat touch too. Once you're setting this up, press and hold, and it will go into Bluetooth pair mode, and it will flash repeatedly with the blue LED. When it's connected over 2.4 gigahertz, it's on a red LED, so you can tell which mode it's in, which is quite useful. So let's see what else was in the box. Not a lot, I don't think. There's something down the bottom there. Aha. So it was a USB charging cable. Oh, and the USB port for that is on the front. Now I don't know if you can charge this at the same time as using it. I will give that a go at some point, but let me know in the comments if you know. So the battery life, you can expect about 6 months between recharges, potentially more, judging by some of the comments on Amazon. It sleeps about after 30 minutes of being idle, so that really helps save the battery. This DPI button switches between 1000 DPI, 1600 and 2400, and it will just toggle between them. So let's turn that on, see how easy it is to pair up. So what we'll do is press and hold that button. Now that's flashing rapidly. We'll be able to go into the iPad, into Bluetooth settings, and you can see it's got the mouse listed now. Let's hit pair. Now that's connected. Let's get a cheap mouse mat, and you can see I can move that around and there's the cursor on the screen. Drag to the bottom on the iPad to get the app dock. Why is that not coming up? There we go. A bit more force. So that's neat, and you can assign buttons and all sorts in the system settings here. One thing that you might want to do is reverse the scroll direction because it's set up to kind of work with a trackpad, and your typical up and down scrolling might not work as you would expect. So for that, go into General, Trackpad and Mouse, and Tool Natural Scrolling. So I've already done this, so it is scrolling the right way. It's set to this way by default, so you'll end up scrolling the opposite way to what you think. So I'm scrolling that way and it's going down the list, scrolling up and it's going down the list, you can see there. So I much prefer it to go up the list. There we go. Just just doing a bit of a comparison now with the Version Tech mouse that I've recently done a review on. So you can see that the size of this Jellycomb is pretty small in comparison. It would be very good as a travel mouse, that's for sure. And depending on your hand size and what you're comfortable with, maybe this will do as a day-to-day, but just be aware of that size difference. Anyway, I think I forgot to mention in the beginning that it's about £11 on Amazon. Just have a look at what discounts are available and whether you can get it for around that price or whether it's gone up. I use the Camel extension for Chrome, which does give you a price graph. That does help. Hopefully you'll get a decent bargain. Overall so far, I would recommend this. It's a shame it doesn't have Bluetooth profiles so that you could switch between multiple devices more easily, but I do like the fact that you could switch between the dongle and Bluetooth by just clicking the button. And its size and weight really lends itself to being a travel mouse. So overall, yep, good purchase for £11, and using it with the iPad should increase your productivity. Thanks very much for watching.